Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Barry Hearn for Matchroom Sport, in association with Tommy Gilmore and our sponsors this evening, Direct Golf UK, welcome to an evening of professional boxing here at Huddersfield Sports Centre. Our officials this evening are all appointed by the British Boxing Board of Control. Our first contest in the ring this evening is a welterweight contest of 6 3-minute rounds. Introducing firstly in the red corner, wearing the black trunks trimmed with red and white, fighting out of Birmingham, weighing in at 10 stone 12 pounds tonight, competing in his 96th professional contest. Please welcome Arv Mittoo. And his opponent across the ring in the blue corner, wearing the burgundy trunks trimmed with white, coming from Bannockburn in Scotland. He weighed in at 11 stone 3 pounds. He holds a 6-fight professional record, 5 wins, 3 wins by way of knockout with 1 draw. Please welcome Jamie Coyle. The timekeeper at the bell, Mr. Michael Alexander. The referee in charge of this contest, Mr. Keith Garner from Ellesmere Port, and this is 6 3-minute rounds.
Right, lads, you know the rules. You want a good, clean contest. Shake hands now. Commence from the last round. Good luck.
Seconds out, round 1.
Well, the welterweight division's fairly cram-packed at the domestic level at the moment. 1 or 2 new faces also creeping through. Long-time amateur Jamie Coyle here, continuing his progress in what should be an opportunity to display his skills against Arv Mittoo, and a right hand floors the Birmingham journeyman very, very early on in the first round, and he looks unsteady.
Well, I was just thinking Coyle fairly heavy tonight for a welterweight. He just uses his power straight away. That was nicely timed, right hand.
Mittoo being worked over on the retreat. Good establishing jab from Jamie Coyle. It's a fast and very impressive beginning from the man from Bannockburn, and Mittoo again wobbled with the right hand.
Well, Mittoo usually a good survivor, but he's struggling early here. Be lucky to get by the first round here, I think.
He's just trying to get through this of Mittoo and can't come to terms with the long, rangy skills of Jamie Coyle. Fought for Scotland a number of times. Big right again, that's doing the damage.
Yeah, he's picking them nicely. I think maybe some more competitive matches would do him a little bit more good. This is just a target practice so far.
Yeah, Mittoo had a win a couple of fights ago, but that pipped a losing run of about 47 fights. Not a win in 4 years for Mittoo until that, so Coyle was fancied to do the job, and he's doing it well. Good body shot too.
Yeah, well, Coyle at 28, he's turned pro fairly late, so he doesn't want to stand at this level too long. This is not really doing him an awful lot of good. This is more of a mismatch, I'm afraid. So, however long this lasts, I hope the next opponent is a bit more competitive.
Again, the jab from Coyle. Mittoo trying to get closer. He's been very brave to get through this one-sided opening round. Right to the body again from Jamie Coyle.
Yeah, well, he's developing a nice pro style now. Coyle digging into the body well. His hooks coming off the body work good as well.
Mittoo toughs it out to get through the first 3 minutes, but he was down and nearly stopped in that session.
Yep, he did well to survive the first round there, but Coyle was picking them nicely, just walking right through what Mittoo had, and bang, right on the chin with the right hand. Good accurate stuff, good variety, the body punching was nice. Made full use of the jab, that's the right hand again. Mittoo not really being able to put up much of a resistance. It just seems to drop the right hand anytime he pleases. And Mittoo, who is usually a good survivor, you can see him struggling several times. He struggled to survive in the first round there.
Big success rate. Look at that, over 50%. Very rare you see that in the opening round.
Seconds out. 1-2.
Here's the second. We're in the welterweight division, the 7th professional outing for the 28-year-old from Bannockburn, north of the border, Jamie Coyle. Impressed by him so far?
Yeah, well, I've seen him box before. I've been impressed. I thought maybe he'd left it a little bit too late. I thought maybe he would retain too much of his amateur style. But you can see he's developing. He's setting his feet nicely now. But really, you feel if he puts the pedal down here, it could be an early night. Probably should be an early night.
Once again, looking for the right hand to the head and finding the right to the body. An array of variety that he obviously picked up in the amateur game.
Yeah, he's mixing the punches up well. Just the problem is just doing as he pleases. There's nothing much coming back. Mittoo trying a bit more, putting a bit more into his efforts here in the second round, but no success.
Yeah, he's only won 10 in 95 starts of Mittoo, the 33-year-old from the Midlands. And he's outreached and being outclassed here in fairly facile fashion.
Well, that was a nice little feint there from Coyle. Just didn't follow up quickly enough, but with these awkward customers, you want to show a little feint, cause them to make the first move, then place the punches home, but he's doing well.
Body shot and a good combination to the head with some speed there from Jamie Coyle.
Yeah, Mittoo kind of slapping a bit with his punches as well.
Left to the body this time from Coyle, who's aiming for his 4th stoppage. Can he get it?
Just wants to stand off a little bit, give himself some room. Getting a little bit close to Mittoo at the moment, allowing him to spoil.
Always looking for that right hand over the top. The punch that floored Mittoo in the opening seconds, but the Birmingham man just getting a bit closer. Again, the jab, really spearing that off. You can see why he was a good amateur, Jim, with the tour upright style.
Yeah, but it's a nice stand-up style, good jab, good long punches, but he's adapting well to the pro game too. Another big round for Coyle.
Benny King and John McDermott running that corner. Andrew Mayers over looking after Mittoo. Look at that, jabs landed 35-4, and that's a good punch to have in your arsenal, so important.
Yeah, but you can see everything coming off the jab too. His defence is good there when Mittoo started to come forward. But as I said earlier, he'll need slightly better class of opponent to see how he's coming along. He's doing pretty much as he pleases in this one.
Okay. You're doing very well here. Come on then. Chin down, concentration. Third job. With speed. Okay. Put your punches together. Don't leave the left next to the body.
Seconds out.
Just a little slap there, putting his mind on the job. Here's the third of 6. Jamie Coyle making a good, positive start here against the travelling journeyman Arv Mittoo, who fought just 10 days or so ago, losing on points as he normally does. Do you think he'll see this one out, or can Coyle stop him?
Well, he was catching him with better punches in the first round. I think that's why he's cornered, giving him a little bit of a pep talk. I think they believe if he stepped it up, he could force the stoppage. Just maybe took things a little bit too easily in the second round, so maybe just put the pedal down a little bit more.
Once again, looking for the jab and following right hand in the ring that he did have some trouble with George Robshaw. Lucky to get a draw in his third fight, Jamie Coyle here. And it's a better display tonight. Again, the centre of the ring, head snap back of Mittoo.
Just getting too close sometimes, allowing Mittoo to spoil his work. As you can see, if Mittoo gets close, then he'll spoil your work, stop you from throwing the powerful punches. Just needs to give himself a bit more room, just step off. He's far better at long range.
Uppercut going in as well. First time he's used that shot, following up from a couple of body hooks too. And again, found some success with that one.
Yeah, that's another improvement in Coyle's work. This is more like what we're seeing in the first round. Good sharp punches.
We had Mittoo on the floor so early, it looked like it would be over for the Birmingham fighter inside a round. We're now into the last minute of the third. But Coyle just stepping his foot on the gas now and getting down to work again.
Yep, I think his corner will be happier with this round. This is far better.
Don't hold, says referee Keith Garner, but Arv Mittoo, as most of the Nobby Nobs journeymen, has picked up a few tricks in the book on the way.
Yeah, well, that's their job, to survive. They're not expected to win too many of these. Obviously 10 wins out of 95. So the main thing is they don't want to get stopped till it's the 28-day suspension, but another big round for Coyle.
Still enjoying the game, Arv Mittoo. Almost a century of fights for him, but have a look at that. No success for Mittoo tonight. Again, over 50 for Jamie Coyle. Is this too one-sided at this stage of his career?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's only 7 fights, so we can't obviously expect him to move him too quickly. But these fights won't really do him an awful lot of good. Maybe build his confidence, build his record up a little bit, but he'll need more competitive action. Obviously they'll do that at the start of the new year. But coming along nicely, developing nicely into the pro style as well.
Keep the pressure on. Don't let him come at you. Pressure. Come on. There we go.
Seconds out. Round 4.
Benny King and John McDermott imploring with Jamie Coyle to keep the pressure on Arv Mittoo, because one senses if he can do that and keep the punches flowing, he may just get rid of him.
Yeah, well, Mittoo looks as though he's warmed to the task a little bit. I think he was caught cold in the opening round, but he hasn't been seriously troubled by Coyle's punches since then. He's taken the body shots well. I mean, that was a good shot. You would expect that to trouble him, but he seems okay, surviving well.
That left hand is so low of Arv Mittoo. That's why Coyle's winding up the right hand, trying to throw it down from his big height advantage. Top of the head, just trying to rock the balance of Mittoo now as well.
Yeah, Mittoo just holding up close there, just surviving. He's actually making a good job of it.
Yeah, once in a while he just comes forward and throws a little bit of leather, but it is only very, very sporadically. It's all Jamie Coyle here. Cut to the lip for Arv Mittoo. He won't give up though, will he?
See, he's just keeping close. He feels far safer up close. Coyle more dangerous at long range with the piercing sharp punches. But looking as though Mittoo's going to see this one out.
Mittoo just grabbing on again and trying to bide the time, but Coyle finds the target there. How big a puncher is he, Jamie Coyle?
Well, obviously not a massive puncher. I mean, he's been catching Mittoo fairly cleanly, although most of them being on the top of the head. But he's delivering them well. He's getting the body weight forward, sharp. He's a good mixture of punches. His defence has been all right. So at this level, he certainly looks the part. We'll have to wait till we see him in a more competitive match.
Yeah, Arv Mittoo, a journeyman survivor. He did beat Gary Connolly in 5 rounds in October, but that was a big, big shock. He doesn't win, this guy. And no danger really tonight, unless Jamie Coyle gets very, very complacent. Just a bit of a deep breath as he goes back to his corner.
Jab, jab, go down under the jab.
Yeah, his punching is nice, it's accurate. Keep in mind he's against a man who's really concentrating on survival. But it looks at this stage as though Mittoo has taken the best that Coyle has offered and still there. So signs are he could maybe see the 6 rounds out.
Ayers.
You're rolling on the one, yours on that side. Down the middle, roll.
Still giving the instruction after 95 fights.
Yep, it's bob and weave instructions, which is a good plan. He's offering a bit too much target at times, so he's not going to win this. Obviously, he's not supposed to win it, so cut the punishment down.
2 rounds to go. Remember, in the welterweight division, British champion David Barnes with that electrifying performance over James Hare in nearby Halifax a few weeks back. Right, we're in Huddersfield, and Jamie Coyle easing his way towards what would be win number 6 for him against the gallant Arv Mittoo. Flawed in the opening few seconds of the contest, but still gritty and determined to just tough it out. Going for a walk. He does this a fair few times, Arv Mittoo.
Yeah, that's part of the tricks. He's just trying to break Coyle's rhythm. But he's coming back with punches. He's doing his best to keep it competitive. But Coyle obviously winning it clearly. He would love to force a stoppage.
He's put a couple of combinations together, Arv Mittoo. Where do they come from?
Yep, so obviously an old dog can learn new tricks. But he's doing well. At least he's trying to come forward a bit more now, keep himself closer to Coyle. Obviously he's taking a second prize at long range. The body punching is quite good from Coyle as well. He's boxing well.
Did stop Richard Inquetti and Jed Teitler in a couple of rounds both times. Jamie Coyle. So obviously has a fair dig on him, but really he's going to have to use his skills over the course pretty much on his move up, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm just wondering what weight we expect him to campaign as a welterweight, but he's far above that limit tonight. So if he can do welterweight, then yes. I don't know that he's got the power up at the light middleweight division, even the middleweights, but he's very tall.
I think he looks a touch flabby just around the midriff tonight, Coyle.
Yeah, maybe practicing for Christmas, who knows. But he's certainly in good shape. He's set a good pace here.
So yeah, nice little pre-Christmas payday for the two of them. And it's going very much according to what was viewed on paper. The prospect totally dominant and the journeyman surviving and continuing. Really trying to dig these shots in now.
Yeah, the body punching looks good.
Keith Garner
Just maybe seen enough.
just waving, half waving. Arv Mittoo back to his corner, and he has seen enough. It was very, very one-sided. Strange old sort of stoppage, but there's no doubt that Jamie Coyle was going to win that, and he's got victory number 6.
Yeah, and Arv Mittoo, who hates being stopped because it stopped some boxing for a few weeks. We're the end of the season here. Probably no more promotions this year anyway. But I was quite surprised at it, because you can see he was ready to throw punches himself. I think the referee just decided enough is enough. It's been one-way traffic all the way through. Just get him out of there. And that was a clean shot that landed. We can't argue with that stoppage.
Did we learn anything more about Jamie Coyle tonight?
No, well we can see him a little bit more professional in his approach. He's got a more pro style. But no, you couldn't really judge him too much on that. It was a bit of a mismatch from start to finish.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 minutes 41 seconds of round 5, the referee Keith Garner has stopped the contest in the interest of Arv Mittoo's own safety. The winner, Jamie Coyle. And your appreciations, please, Arv Mittoo.